Hello traders, this is Day Trading Crypto Scalping. And today we will analyze the breakout trade of daily high on MATIC coin. There is a 4-hour time frame, there were 2 heights, and today MATIC was growing up from the low. I didn't trade it for a long time because there were no volumes. On September 7 we had the same market activity. And today we can see a buyer which pushed MATIC to the breakout of a trend line. I entered into the position on that level. Let's look at the 1-hour time frame. The moment of breakout was not so clear. Firstly, I bought about 150,000 and after 0.5% my position reached a stop. Let's look at the 5-minute time frame. First approach to the level, the price spiked down. The second attempt, we had spiked down again. I didn't enter the first approach, but later I opened position on the price spike down. Then I added more contracts here, and later we saw that price spiked down again. After the spikes down we got an impulse, but a slow one, and the price accelerates here. And after there was not so clean price movement. After that movement we reached the retest price. Let's look at my trade. I closed 2 parts of my position here. On the retest I add some lots. And here on the retest of the local trading flat I closed all my positions. Let's look at the trader's diary. Here I entered the position. Then I closed it at the high price. But now I think that I'm supposed to close all positions here. At retest price I add some and then close. Finally I got about 6%. Let's move on to the other book. The video speed is 10x because the trade was about 1 hour. Keep coin is pumping right now. I skipped the start of breakout and I decided not to open keep position because of huge risks. We can see that MATIC accelerates its price movement. Here I started to close parts of my position. On my MATIC heights I got about 7%. My video has a little pink. Here I closed some. Waiting for my target, then I opened the daily chart. My target was 1.7 and then after breakout 1.8. I supposed that the price movement would be much more active. But after the first impulse, here we can see that participants make buying orders. That's why I didn't close my position, but also I thought about the spike down. I got the feeling about correction. We can update our high. If we can update high when we have a good trend movement, it's not a good sign. And then we see spike down again. Here I have lost a little, because I had targets on my chart. On the other hand, I saw the weakness of buyers. We got an impulse and then we can't update our high. I started to watch my targets much more accurately. Maybe I made a mistake with my targets or I should wait a little. I had a thought about closing another book and watching only charts, because I closed more than a half of my position. 2/3 of my position and then I closed 4,000 lots. Now I have about 20,000 lots, but we see a huge spike down. I think about waiting for the retest. I would like to skip this part. Here I see one more try of buyers. I opened a 1-minute chart, but we still can update high, and there is double bottom on the 1-minute chart. The price will go down with a high probability. I was counting on a little downward movement and continued uptrend till updating high. I was counting on an uptrend and wait till 15% profit on this trade. Here we see a huge spike down. We reached the minimum, but there were no buying contracts. When we see a fake spike down, there are always big buying orders. But there we have down movement and we reach the retest level. Here I have prepared to add some contracts because on the chart it looks good. But if we look at the order book, I was prepared to close my position. There was a first impulse, but I noticed weak buying activity. So here I was ready to close 1 or 2 persons. I expect to hold 20,000. Here I prepared to close my order, place it 500,000, and it pushed the price movement. Here I close 1% and I feel comfortable. It's not good that I had 7% and price behave bearish in the long trend. Usually when the first movement is common, the price will not reach the retest zone. If the price reaches the retest zone, it means buyers are weak. That was so interesting to observe my psychology and thoughts during this trade. How thoughts were changed, I mean. Because the first scenario of the trade was based on the continuing long bullish trend according to the chart. We can reach my targets by maybe later. The breakout was not good. True breakout consists of a huge price impulse, but this one is not so clean. Then after the impulse I thought okay, we are going to my targets. But this spike down got me lost. I was ready to hold my trade, but the trading scenario has changed. Low at the 1-minute time frame. I understood at the moment that the price had reached the local bottom and I had to close my rest parts here. But I didn't do it. So it's what it is. We don't always have a perfect breakout. Not good impulse could happen. Slow price movement during breakout also could happen. And only after that breakout, weak activities perhaps will be. It does not always happen as we would like to. Thank you for watching my trade. Follow risk management, it's the main point in trading. Happy profits!